Good evening, Assalamu Alaikum, and welcome to Sports Extra. I'm your host, Ahmed Nawaz. A very exclusive first segment that we've got planned for tonight. We talk about many players around the world. We'll talk about their performances on the international level, and also when you talk about league cricket, franchise cricket, first-class cricket, and all the domestic cricket that you can think of. Now, we've got a very special person tonight on Sports Extra, because when you talk about this certain person, he's made headlines all around the world. Started playing cricket for South Africa, currently is representing Namibia, and what a stint Namibia had in the T20 World Cup as well. His power hitting capabilities are beyond your imagination, and I think at the end of the day, he's a real team man. He's a team sport. Whenever you see him, a lot of positive vibes come from him and really gets the team gel together. And whenever he's there in the ground, whether he's bowling, whether he's batting, or whether he's fielding, sides never tend to lose hope. If you talk about his career, he's had a good success, 102 runs as far as the ODIs is concerned, more than 339 in T20s. But come to the wickets, he's got about more than 344 wickets at the first class level, 140 in List A, 218 in T20s all around the world, and the numbers keep on going up and up. PSL, he's representing Lahore Kalanders, and he is none other than David Wiese, who's joining us tonight on Sports Extra.
David Wiese is a South African-born Namibian cricketer. Wiese played international cricket for South Africa from 2013 to 2016 before making his international debut for Namibia in 2021. Wiese was named in Namibia's squad for the ICC T20 World Cup tournament. He was part of the Namibian team that won their first ever match at an ICC tournament when they defeated the Netherlands. Wiese scored an unbeaten 66 of 40 balls in a man-of-the-match performance. He was a key member of the Namibian outfit, which reached Super 12 stage in their historic campaign at the ICC T20 World Cup in 2021. Wiese ended the tournament on a high note with an all-round display, scoring 227 runs at a healthy batting average of 45.4. He was nominated for ICC Player of the Month along with Shakib Al Hasan and Asif Ali for the month of October 2021. David Wiese became part of the Lahore Kalanders family in 2019. Since then, Wiese has been an integral member of the Lahore Kalanders franchise in PSL due to his power-hitting abilities, and he has played several match-winning knocks.
For the first time since 2016 in HBL PSL. A 5-wicket victory and the fans are up on their feet. Have a listen to Gaddafi Stadium.
The Kalanders have won 3 out of 5 games this season, and Wiese has been their key power hitter, ensuring the team is able to put up big totals.
On strike again. He's hammered that. Has he got it far enough? Yes, that's a terrific shot from David Wiese. 6 more.
David, good evening. Welcome to Sports Extra. How are you?
Hi, well, thank you. Thank you for the kind words, and I appreciate it. I'm doing well, thanks, and yourself.
Great to have you on the show. Now, first of all, I must ask you, because you're part of a franchise that might have not won the PSL yet, but has given Pakistani so much to cheer about because it's the most loved franchise of Pakistan Super League in Pakistan. How does it feel to be a part of Lahore Kalanders once again? You've been there for previous seasons as well. How does it feel to be part of this entire family of Lahore Kalanders?
No, it's amazing to be back again for, this is now my 4th stint with the Kalanders. Like you said, it's a family environment, it's not really a team culture, but a family culture. And, we've got some amazing owners and our management. Everybody, it's good to work with them again. And, like you said, our fans are just unbelievable. They keep supporting us through thick and thin. Yeah, and hopefully this year we can give them a little bit more to cheer about and, go all the way.
Well, talk us through that team environment, because like you said that you've been there for a couple of seasons now, and it's great to see that, there's a family culture. The team management themselves have got a lot of confidence on the players. The players in terms have a lot of confidence on the team management. So as a unit now, this time being captained by Shaheen Shah Afridi, who's getting a lot of insight from you as well, being the senior lad. So how's the unit gelled up this time?
Yeah, I think if you look at our team, we've kept the same core of senior players for the past 2 or 3 seasons. I mean, we've retained 8 players last year. We've had guys like, Fakir Zaman, Mohammed Hafiz, Harris Ralph, Shaheen himself. A lot of the guys have been with us through the entire journey. So, like I said, if you play with these guys for 2 or 3 seasons, it starts to become that family feel. And, the management hasn't changed much over the years also. So, everybody's invested a lot into this team. And, we spent a lot of time together, put in a lot of hours of training together, and we're just happy for each other's success. And now Shaheen being captain, also he is the quintessential Kalander. He's been here from the start also, and he's just such a face for the franchise. And it's great that he stepped up and started captaining the side.
Well, David, you've played a lot of franchise cricket and league cricket around the world. You've also had the international experience as well. How do you rate the Pakistan Super League in terms of competitive cricket that is played around the world?
Look, I think it's one of the strongest leagues in the world. Any team on any day can come and win the game. There's no real weak teams or anything. And if you look at all the talent in Pakistan with just the local players, every single team's got 2 or 3 guys that can bowl 90 miles an hour. Got a mystery spinner and a left arm spinner and a right arm off spinner. They've got all their bases covered. So it's a really strong tournament. And I just see also the wickets in Karachi was a little bit flat, so it's tough out there. And it's good, entertaining cricket to watch.
Well, you're now moving on to Lahore now, and we do understand it's going to be home conditions for Lahore Kalanders with the amount of crowd support coming in. How important is it going to be for the franchise?
Yeah, it's great to be back in Lahore. It feels like a long time since we've actually been here and played in Lahore, and specifically played in front of our home fans. So it's going to be great to go back to the stadium to have the fans supporting us, and hopefully we can make the Gaddafi Stadium a bit of a fortress for us, so we can go there and get some positive results for the team.
So change in conditions now. Any particular routine that you got to go through, considering that there's going to be dew factor involved in Lahore, and considering that the toss is going to be more important now, considering that conditions do get wet second time around?
Yeah, look, it's something that we are aware of, and we're going to have to train accordingly for. Hopefully they spray something on the outfield to stop the dew from settling in too much. But it is something that we're going to have to look at, and we haven't played there, like I said, for a while, so we're just going to have to assess the conditions quickly. But either way, if you don't want to get to a situation where if you win the toss, you win the game. You still want to be competing if you don't win the toss. And, I feel like even if you bat first, bowl first, whichever team just plays the best cricket on the day can end up winning the game.
Definitely, that would be the case. Now, talking about your career yourself, started playing cricket for South Africa, and now, like I said, representing Namibia, you had a great World Cup when you talk about Namibia's participation in the World Cup as well. So for your journey, I mean, for every youngster that looks up to David Wiese as a role model and sees your ability with the ball and bat and your power hitting abilities as well, talk us through your journey. I mean, the day you got your first cap, how was that experience?
Yeah, I mean, it's been quite a journey for me, to be honest. Starting off, like you said, just playing domestically in South Africa and then representing South Africa. That was an amazing experience for me. It's something that you're growing up, you dream of representing your country, and South Africa, playing for South Africa was a dream for me. And then I took a different route. I signed Colpack and decided to go play in the UK and effectively ended my international career. But as things work out, things change, and I became eligible again to play for international cricket. And Namibia has always been a country that my family comes from, and they got in touch with me and gave me the opportunity to come back and play international cricket. And and I'm grateful for that. So it was a great opportunity, something that I never thought that I would get to play international cricket again. But to go to the World Cup and to do well for the team at the World Cup, and for the team to make it to the Super 12 stages, it just meant a lot for Namibia as a cricketing nation.
Well, how would you rate the lads and the structure in Namibia, considering they had a good World Cup now? Obviously, that is something to look up to for the younger lads. But how would you see the combination of the team and overall when you see hunting down talent in Namibia for cricket? Yeah,
I think, being able to, being a successful team on the world stage like that, kind of inspires the next generation players. So, they can actually see that it is possible for someone from Namibia to go and to make it big on the international stage. And that's the main thing at this stage. The resources are a little bit scarce in Namibia. I mean, it's a vast country, but with not a lot of people. And there's only 4 or 5 club teams that play cricket in Namibia, so the pool of players aren't that big. And also we lose a lot of our players that go to university in South Africa and then just stay on over there. But as we've gotten better, we've got an ODI status, we've gotten more funding from the ICC, facilities have improved, we're able to contract players full time now. So, it's just getting better and better. And hopefully over the next couple of years, we can see that improvement and, see more players starting to play club cricket, clubs increasing in Namibia, and, just more talented guys coming through.
Well, talking about hunting down talent, the franchise that you're involved with, Lahore Kalandars, has probably one of the best player development programs, not just in Pakistan, but I think in the entire world. You can rate them as having a quality program for players development. We've seen so many players come up the ranks from grassroots level, raw talent, especially this season we're seeing Zaman Khan for you guys. So how would you rate Zaman himself and overall the players development program for Lahore Kalandars, that even when the PSL is over, is still in momentum? It never shuts down.
Yeah, I think that's the exciting part of Lahore Kalandars is the talent that they've actually untapped talent that they've developed. Harris being the main one that's come through. Even like you said, Zaman Khan. Now it's amazing how he's an emerging player, but he's just stepped up like he has, bowled the tough overs, bowled in the power play, effectively won the game for us in that last over where he bowled a beautiful over against Islamabad. So it's amazing the skill level and the maturity that they have at such a young age in their career. And in terms of Lahore Kalandars with the talent development programs and the PDP that they have, it's exciting. They've just signed deals with Yorkshire and with the Multiply Titans in South Africa, and that's exciting for me because the Multiply Titans is where I used to play in South Africa, and it's a team that's still quite close to my heart. And I always go do my training back in South Africa when I'm at home, with the Titans. So it's exciting times for them also, and it's just great to see how Lahore Kalandars actually reaching out to other teams now, and how they're getting involved with developing talent in all different countries.
You think a lot of it comes from the management themselves, because their vision is very clear. They want to contribute to the country. They want to contribute to the cause of cricket in Pakistan. And at one point, you have to give the management of Lahore Kalandars credit, be it Mr. Rana, be it Aqib Javed, the coach, be it the other management involved as well, that their prime focus is to unearth talent for Pakistan, not just for Lahore Kalandars.
Yeah, 100%. I think, people might turn around and say, Lahore Kalandars hasn't been such a successful franchise because we haven't won, any PSL trophies. But if you look at how much they've actually contributed to Pakistan cricket and the talent that they've unearthed, and all the guys that they've given opportunity to through the player development program, you might say that they've done more for Pakistan cricket than what people actually realize. And it's great that Mr. Samin Rana has got such a passion to develop the talent and to find untapped talent in Pakistan. And Aqib Javed, he's an amazing coach, and he really loves working with young talented bowlers, and he's thrived in that role also with the player development program. So, just all in all, it's just amazing what they're doing for Pakistan and, Pakistan cricket.
Well, Roy did take the game away from you the last match in Karachi, but nothing to worry about, right? Because you still have 6 points on the board going into Lahore, and people are actually saying that this could be the year for Lahore Kalandars.
Yeah, look, I feel like, we've lost a couple of games where we actually shouldn't have lost. It's difficult pill to swallow with such an amazing bowling attack, and we have to not be able to defend more than 200 twice. But, you got to give it to Jason Roy also in the last game. He played an amazing innings, and, sometimes, one guy can just take the game away from you. But, I'm feeling strong. It's always good to get through the halfway stage of the tournament and to be in a strong position. A couple more wins and we should be able to secure that playoff berth for us. And coming to Lahore now, hopefully, like I said, we can make this a little bit of a fortress for us, and we can use the home conditions in our advantage, and hopefully the home fans can get behind us, and it'll just inspire and spur the guys on a bit more. But we're in a good place at this stage. Just got to maybe improve in one or two facets of the game, and then we'll be up there at the end of the tournament.
Definitely, that is the case. But like you mentioned, that there's, obviously now cricket is evolving as well. You yourself are one individual who can definitely take the game away. We've seen your power hitting ability as well. So is there any special routine to that when you talk about power hitting ability of David Wiese? Is it like a lot of golf, a lot of weight training that's going in, or just focus of the mind that you got to hit every ball out of the park?
Yeah, I think you kind of summed it up there with the golf thing. I've always tried to simulate a golf swing into the way you hit the ball. I feel when you're a youngster growing up and someone tells you to hit a ball, the most natural swing is a golf swing or a baseball swing. So that's something that you try and incorporate into your game. But also just hours of training. It's something that you need to train. You need to work hard at, and you need to get the fundamentals and the basics right. And for me, over the last couple of seasons, my game has improved in that area of being power hitting and hitting boundaries. And I try and work hard on that and just try and simulate it as much as I can in the nets.
So who's your buddy at Lahore Kalanders? Who's the one that is always there with David Wiese, practicing all the time and probably cracking some jokes as well?
Oh, like I said, we're such a close-knit family, and everyone's such great guys. I think there's been a lot spoken about me and Shaheen's bromance that we've got going on. I think he's an absolute star, and I respect him so much for what he's done for the game at such a young age. I think he's just a phenomenal player and a phenomenal person. But also, like I said, guys like Puckers and mine, Mohamed Hafiz, we've played together for so long now. Mohamed Hafiz is also a keen golfer, so we like to get out on the course also and play a couple of rounds together. Even the overseas guys, Full Salt, I've played with at Sussex for a long time. Ben Dunk and Sami Patel, we've been together at the Kalanders now for a long time. Even though Harris Lauf went and hit me on the head in the World Cup and almost concussed me, we get on well also. So there's so many guys in the change room that we get on well with, and you become really close friends with them.
Definitely. Well, final thoughts. I would want to ask you: is there any message that you'd like to give to all the fans of Lahore Kalanders? Like I said, the most loved franchise in the entire country. They just love the franchise. They want Lahore to win the PSL this year. What would you like to say to the fans of Lahore Kalanders that are probably in millions?
Look, I think it's a message that we always just give out there, is that, thank you very much for the support. We do feel your support, even though, you haven't been able to come to the stadiums for the last couple of years. Your presence on social media and, just the support that you give us over social media is amazing. And, now we can have you guys back in the stadiums again. Just keep supporting us, and we're doing our best out there. Hopefully we can bring the trophy home this year. But, regardless, you guys have been fantastic, and just big thank you for all your support over the years.
Definitely. Wiese, thank you so much for joining us, and I think I must say thank you for inspiring so many players, not just in Pakistan but all around the world, with the fantastic amount of cricket that you're playing.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Right, that was David Wiese, who is representing Lahore Kalanders in this year's PSL. He's always there, been there for the past 4 seasons. But as you've heard, he wants the fans to come out and support Lahore Kalanders at Lahore, because you never know, this might be the season for Lahore Kalanders. They have been performing pretty well as well. And we've got a lot that's going on as well.